How's it going? I'm so late. So late. Sorry, internet. I respect your time. I just, I'm gonna, no, I just, sorry. I, my schedule's just gonna be weird for a little while. I apologize. But, okay, so so it's, apart from that, uh, I have, I was thinking of what to do today, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be cleaning up character art. I'm pretty sure at the end of the day yesterday, uh, when we looked at some of the character art cleanup, what we saw I think was pretty good, and I think we should continue on with that. So I'll switch now to screen cam, I suppose, and just get right into it. All right, so let's reopen our character art. So like just for comparison purposes, like this is like I accidentally made the character too thin, but apart from that, we started like here's like what it was a moment ago, and then so like in addition to slightly changing the look of the hero, like not dramatically. I don't actually want to do that necessarily. But apart from accidentally doing that, the lines are just a lot cleaner now. Which I think it's not going to make a major change, but I think it'll be better. So let's put some heft back on our character. Didn't mean to make them quite as gaunt as we did. So okay, I'm just gonna zoom in a little bit further, and then sorry, just moving things around slightly on my desk. No, actually, it was better how it was a second ago. Don't mind me. Okay, and oh yeah, okay. So also the spider's up, so I'll run the script as well, because there's still some code changes that we made yesterday that are not very thoroughly tested. So I hope today we'll get a sense of how those work, or don't, and then fix them or don't accordingly. I mean, if it's broken, I'll fix it, but hopefully I don't need to, because hopefully it's not broken. Fingers crossed. Okay, so yeah, so when I was cleaning up the lines, I just went, I guess I got a little overboard with it. So I try not to, but I'm going to use a 1-point brush for this. I try to avoid a 1-point brush in general, but I'm just gonna, because I just want to make a fine change to this. Like I don't want to go too far in the other direction. Basically, just push these lines out ever so slightly. Actually, that one I don't need to use such a fine brush for, because I can actually, I mean that shaded band was pretty dark, but this one is not, or that darker band was pretty narrow, but this one's not as much. So also the forearm looked pretty skinny. Whoops, wrong layer. These are all on very separate layers, so that's gonna be fun to negotiate. I think that'll be the thing that I mess up most today. Hopefully I don't mess it up very much, but if I'm going to mess up something today, this will be it. Okay, yeah, so I think that's like more, oops, not quite like that, but I think something along these lines will be more towards like what we're looking for. I just got a little overzealous with the line cleaning, because I was like deleting this like transparency cruft around the outside of the image, and it again, I'm on the wrong layer. I just took too much off. So actually, let me hide this front arm for a second, just so I can see what I'm drawing back here. Yeah, that's better. For the torso, It's a bit better. This whole region was like bugging me yesterday, but it wasn't until I really did the comparison between the older version and the newer version that it really like hit me like what about it was bugging me. I will sample from image, which might get me into trouble, but it'll also help me draw these legs better, because I can pick from a cleaner sample source, which is the back leg, even though I'm drawing on the front leg. And alright, so I think that's the gist of what I'm trying to change. But I think I accidentally changed the back leg a little bit too. Whoops, now I'm drawing on the wrong layer. That's what I have to watch out for. Each of these legs is on a separate layer, and like most of these pieces are on a separate layer, because Caps Island, hey, welcome. How's it going? So that's what I have to look out for most as I'm redrawing this stuff, is to make sure that when I'm redrawing things, I'm drawing them on their actual layer, the layer that they belong on. So, for example, this other hand back here needs to get widened, or the arm needs to get widened, and I need to draw on the correct layer. Let's look at the other. Yeah, so actually, hold on. I'm gonna give that one another shot. I don't like exactly how that came out. I think I actually want it slightly lower. I raised it like too high up. I think I actually want it to be more like that, something like that, roughly like this. Ask a dev, yeah. So in March at PAX East, I am hosting a panel on dev streaming. I just found out the other day, and so I am coming up with questions to ask at the panel, and I figured I would open it up to you guys as well. So if you have a question that you would like to hear asked, I to be honest, I have never done this before, so I don't know how many of these questions I'm actually going to get to ask, but I want to get to as many of them as possible, and I also want to be asking the questions that people want to hear the answers to. So that's where you come in. So yeah, if you have questions that you'd like to hear asked, the panel, yeah, even if you can't make it to PAX East, there's a strong chance that the panel will get streamed through the like official exposition channel. And I'm also asking, if I don't know if it's going to work out, but I want to stream live from the podium as well, if I can get like a solid internet connection at the podium. So either way, and then there'll probably be like recorded version of it too. So let me know if there's something you've just been dying to hear from. So the panel is going to be about game dev streaming in particular, and so the questions will be primarily about game dev streaming, and all the panelists will themselves be dev streamers and devs, and we have artists, and we have like designers and project managers and cool, like a whole variety of people, and I'm psyched. It's gonna be a cool panel, and hopefully it'll be a super cool panel, the coolest panel ever to have been held in the history of ever. Maybe we'll see. All right, is this less emaciated? All right, yeah, I think that's a little truer to the original proportions, and still it's a little bit cleaner. Like now it's just, I mean, now that the shapes are very similar, it's way easier to see. Like there's just all this like pixelation and like bleh going on, and it's just the newer version is just cleaner lines. It's a little bit easier to read. So like, whereas previously at the smaller resolution it was really hard to add in fine detail, I could now give the adventurer a belt, I think, and it probably wouldn't even look like there was a weird like lump coming out of the adventurer's hand. I think I could actually differentiate those two things at this point, so that's exciting. And Oh yeah, so right. So the other thing that I have to keep tabs on is the data because I might when I'm redrawing some of these things, I might change some of the dimensions of them slightly, and I'll have to be cognizant of that. So for example, let's see, projects. Where are we going? Let's go to look at our data folders, equipment. I'll do, I guess, the chest first. I'll export that. Chest. Actually, no, you know what? I shouldn't export anything until I'm ready to get rid of it. Because if I add in something over it, I might want to go back and change the original rather than changing the new piece. So, all right, so I won't start exporting yet, but I have my data files here. So when I get to that point, stuff can happen. All right, so that is like the redo of our base gear. The first thing that you get is a stick. So now let's redo the stick. File open. The stick is part of the hands slot. So it's basically like so I could like redo the hands again. Like these are the old hands. To be honest, I might just redo the stick from scratch because that was literally just like an orange line with a slightly darker brown line next to it, and I think I can probably at least hit that same level, if not improve, for the next one. So let's try that. Yeah. Feel free to ask questions. Yeah, feel free to ask questions if you want if you want me to answer now, or if you want me to ask the questions to a panel of dev streamers in the near future. So any of those things are options, and I would be happy to accommodate. So yeah, so wooden stick. I mean, it was hypothetically it was supposed to be wooden, and I think it wasn't really. So I could even do a better job. Hey, event time. I could even do a better job of making it wooden this time around. So should I export the old hands first? I can be fairly confident that they'll stay about the same. Yeah. Huh. I'll draw the stick on a new layer. Whoops. New layer. Wait, what is... Oh, this... Yeah, I don't think I need this layer anymore. I'll save it in case I want to use it again later, but I'll just move it somewhere else. X. File, new. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I'll need this anymore. But whatever, I'll just put it there for now. Alphabage. What's layer 19? Is that the one I just added? Yeah, probably. So let's put this... I'll put it right behind the old hands. The questions I'll be asking at the panel will be stream related. So, yeah. Those are the type of questions I'll be asking. This cap is like kind of in the family of like a wooden type of color, so I'm gonna start with that, but then I'm gonna lighten it up a little bit because first we'll do the lighter of the tone, and I think I'll desaturate it a little bit as well, and that's pretty close. I might make it slightly yellower. There's a little bit. It's a little bit orangey. All right, let's see how that goes. It's like the stick. Oh yeah, so the stick mostly just like went as such. And again, it doesn't have to be exactly how it was before. Except I think that's a little too far down. I guess, yeah, because if it's in the background, it should fall at about the same line as the foot in the background. Oops, wrong tool. Oops, again, wrong tool. Here we go. All right, so I guess there'll just be like a hint of it in the behind the leg. Oh, cool. I think it's a mix. Like I imagine, like, you know, if self-pronounced devs are going to be watching Twitch, then you know then like the game dev category is a entirely appealing category to watch. Like I know personally, I am a dev, and I often watch dev streaming because it's interesting in that way. Um, like as a streamer though, I noticed that like a lot of people are not in fact devs, or like, you know, either like they think about dev in that they like, you know, they're curious about how the development process works, or they, you know, maybe they've thought about, you know, possibly trying it themselves. So yeah, I mean, like, you're not going to get like the people who watch dev streaming are going to be self-proclaimed devs the way that people who watch game streams are going to be self-proclaimed gamers. Like, even if they haven't made a game yet, you know, the person who watches dev streaming is probably going to have some interest in it. Like that's not 100% true, because in fact there are some people who just watch it because they like games and they like things that are games related, and game dev is clearly games related. But oh, this used to be a stick that you pick up off the ground, like literally a stick. But this is fine how it is. Okay. So yeah, so like if you go to game streaming, you're probably not going to find too many people who say like, oh, I don't like games, right? Like why would they be there if they didn't like games? So I don't. So yeah, I hypothetically there could be people who like don't find game dev streaming, although they like games. Just like there are some people who like games, but they don't like game streaming. So I don't know. Yeah, it's not like devs only, but I do agree that there's a greater ratio, and I think there are a lot of devs that watch dev streaming as well. They just don't. They're just when they're watching, or excuse me, there are a lot of devs who watch just game streaming, like non-dev streaming. But like when they're watching game streaming, they don't like talk about how they're devs. They don't, like game devs don't go into a room and be like, I'm a game dev. Like you know, it's a person can wear very many hats. So this is probably fine for the new stick, and this is probably fine for the new hands and everything. And I guess technically this is when I would upgrade the new hands. So I'm just gonna call the hands fine. So let's hide everything. Everything. Actually, I guess I don't really have to hide everything, especially because I don't want to hide the hands. And like the head and stuff isn't really gonna matter. So, oh shoot, oh shoot, I drew some of chest 0 on, or drew some of chest 2 on chest 0. Oops. All right, so let's need a new chest 0 layer because that one got smooshed. Whoops. Like I said, that's probably the mistake I'm gonna make the most. Whoops. Wait, where did chest go? Chest used to be right below legs. All right. All right, so this is chest 0, and it's supposed to be empty for now. Chest 0 is the layer for like anything that would be like worn around the neck, that sort of thing. Thank you, Cyril. I like that too. That's why I try and talk about what I'm doing as I'm doing it, because like that's, yeah, when I do watch game dev, that's like I watch it because, hey, maybe there's something to get out of that. Oh shoot, what did I just do? Shoot. I just need to redraw part of this real quick because I think I thwomped it when I like merged the chest layers together or something. I don't know. I don't even know. But it's easy enough to repair. It was basically just that. Alright, get fixed. Right? That looks... Oh, actually, it was even more than that. It's actually like a little further back, more like that. Alright, cool. Alright, so what was it doing? Oh yeah, I was exporting the hands. Which is apparently harder than I realized. Adventure. Actually, no, I'll decide the chest. I don't need to hide all these other things. Chest 2 specifically. And, yes, that should be good. And for now, I'll hide the walking stick. Because first I need to do just the regular hands. Probably don't need that extra pixel on the edge, but whatever. Alright, I wonder if this is changing the proportion, or the dimensions. We will find out in just a moment when we open the old version of the hands and we try to paste the new version in. If it asks us to change the canvas size or if it just doesn't fit, then wow, we actually made them smaller. Alright, so let's shrink the canvas size by canvas size width 35 pixels and height 11 pixels. What? Yeah, that's correct. Okay. I thought it might have cut off a pixel on the bottom, but no, that's fine. Thank you. Yeah, no, that's what I do, actually. Before I started streaming, I actually spent a day just talking to myself. I spent a day just pretending like, well, so the interesting thing about this is it's also, I think it's called like the rubber duck strategy, where like if you're stuck on a problem, you just like hypothetically you have like a rubber duck on your desk, or for example, I have this like funny colorful snowman guy on my desk. So if I wanted to talk through a problem, what I would do is just literally explain the problem to this little guy right here. And now, of course, he's not going to come up with the answer, but just the act of explaining a problem will sometimes like trigger oneself to come up with an answer. So yeah, oh shoot, but yeah, so yeah, basically I spent a day doing like the rubber duck thing, and then I was like, all right, I feel ready for streaming, and so then that's how I got into that. Oh, I have to check. Okay, so I know the dimensions of these changed, and I can do the other hand first before I worry about the coordinates exactly. But yeah, what I need to do is also change the canvas size here down to 35 by 11. Excuse me, and then that will fit cleanly. Good. I can save both of these, and then the next thing to do is the data file. So hands data. Bum 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 bum. Nope. 35 11. Then I need to check if the coordinates actually changed. So the coordinates here are 6653. 66. Okay, so they did change by 1 pixel. And then there we go. All right, so the hands are upgraded now. Cool. And now we can do the walking stick, which is simple enough. We just, oops, no, we don't, well, actually, no, I'll save that because this is the old walking stick file. So I'll just show the walking stick. And now I'll take the boundaries again, deselect. Actually, I didn't have to deselect. I could just increase the selection, like so, and like so. I don't really need that bottom pixel, but it's also not hurting anything. So yeah, do I need this top pixel? Not really, but it's not hurting anything. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, so hand 0. Wow, that shrunk dramatically. So yeah, so now as before, we'll need this. You know, I'm just gonna say file new. Paste this in, file save as, hands stick 0. I'll replace the old one. Yes, don't need the old one anymore. Bye bye old one. Don't save. Bye bye old one. And then over here, I'll merge these two layers together. This is the new hands 2. Copy this, and again, I'll just say file new. Hey, it's event time. Paste this here. And then, wow, that came out really greenish. That's weird. Oh, maybe? I wonder if the fact that I have a supremely green background is tinting my color palette. I'll have to watch out for that. Just make things less green than I would otherwise. I mean, I did try and yellow it a little bit, so maybe that's why. Alright, so save as hand stick 2. Save over the old one. Okay. Sorry. I stand? I'm standing up right now. Look, I'm I can walk around. I'm standing, yeah. Yeah, I've been standing for a while. Actually, I changed my desk setup just slightly recently, and now if you see this a lot, like this hand up here a lot, it's because oh, sorry. Never mind. It's because I'm now, like, my elbow is now at desk level, so I, like, I take advantage of that now. Probably more than I should. So I'm basically, like, slumped, is what I'm saying. I'm not quite standing. I'm more, like, just, like, leaning. Oops, sorry. Alright, so this is looking okay, and then, so, did I save this yet? Alright, so yeah, I have to change the data here too, because this one's obviously just totally changed, so I might as well just rewrite it. So, the coordinates, for example, are 6649, so that's changed, and, whoops, 6649 and, 3532, yeah, big change. 3532. Alright, save that. Good, so now the stick is upgraded. Oh, and this is my hands 2 layer. The name got changed. Because when you mix 2 layers together, it takes the name of the bottom layer. Hey Tom, how's it going? Welcome. And Lauren, hey, how's it going? Cyril already welcomed you in, but welcome. I got your eye darks in, Lauren. I don't know if you noticed that. Maybe you probably saw those yesterday, but yeah. Was that the second event of the day? I think that was the second event, right? We had one event previous. Yeah, we had one event earlier. So the next thing that'll happen is not an event. The next thing that's going to happen, hypothetically, is the passive experience system. Possibly. We'll see if this works. Actually, no. Oh, I balanced it. So actually, we might blah, blah, blah. We might not get one the first time around. We might have to wait till the second time around for that to happen. And for no particular reason, I'm going to back up the player data. Just no reason. Just saving a copy of it, because it never hurts to have gratuitously many backups of the player data. No, I'm doing this because I changed something with how the experience points are saved, and just like, I don't know, whenever I'm messing with save data, it's like I was saying, it doesn't hurt to have backups, because, like, you know, worst case scenario, I accidentally broke something, and now we can just restore the data cleanly. We don't have to worry about that. Actually, I won't even, well, I'm sure my file management, I'm sure my version control system, like, hates me, because I just like keep copying folders around and, like, moving them, and like renaming stuff, and that's probably headachy. Whenever I do a check-in, it's like 30,000 files, not literally, but anyways. So what comes after the walking stick? The gloves. Wow, a lot of hand action going on. I might just redraw the gloves as I've been doing. Glove stick. As has been the trend, I might just keep redrawing, especially because these gloves are so simple. Look at them; they're just like tinting the hand color is all that it is. So I will try and keep like somewhat similar tones, and I'll just Actually, no, I shouldn't be drawing on this version. I should be drawing on the, excuse me. Yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of this. I don't need that. So I'm not gonna draw on, okay, because the gloves, you get the gloves after you get the stick, so you'll have the stick when you get the gloves, so I'll just draw directly here. And actually, I should start with the darker tone. Excuse me. So, yeah, pretty simple. Pretty straightforward, this one. Just a matter of applying the gloves to the hands. As such. It's very subtle. It's a very subtle difference. I'm not going to say I didn't just notice the same thing, Andy James Adams, but I am going to move on and not dwell on that particular topic because, whatever, it'll look better in context. Welcome, by the way. No, like, literally right before I read chat, the reason that I was just like... Well, anyways, like I said, let's continue on. Sorry, this is the most convenient place to color pick from. All right. Yeah. Yep. Yippers. Yes. Indeed. Alright. That was actually a little too much. Sorry, 1 second. It's actually, I think, just more like that. That might be a little too much too. That's probably fine. Whoops! Did I just save? I think I just saved. Whoops! Undo. Oh no, I used up all my undos. No! Seriously? Oh, there we go. Wait, there, it works. Alright, wait, save. Alright, then redo. Oh, I can't redo because I saved? Lame. Super lame. Alright, but before, so I don't do the same dumb thing again, I should, file save as. I didn't mess up this one, did I? No, that one I did not mess up. Alright, yeah, I'm a silly person. I should save as first. Because otherwise I'm just gonna keep doing that. File save as hands, glove stick. And then I'll draw the glove on. And oh, I'll have to update the data too because this so the gloves or the stick data is going to be the same as the glove stick data because we don't actually make it any bigger. So replace this file. Did it really just give me a loading bar to replace this data file? Look at this data file. It gave me a loading bar for this operation. Yeah, wow. This is a super performant machine. Top notch, I tell you. Hey, you got better at swimming. Good job. So the adventures that it goes to is not strictly random. So the way that the new passive system works, yeah, so like only some, so like it doesn't go to literally everyone who could get it, and that part is random. But what's not random is that oh, it doesn't say, oh shoot, well, no, that's fine. You get better at swimming. Yeah, okay, no, that's fine. Yeah, because I don't really say experience points values in those messages anymore. Okay, I was gonna say it should say you got better at swimming plus 3 experience, etc., but no. It just says you got better at swimming, and then you'd actually have to look onto the screen. Right. It also doesn't say who. The way you can tell who is by looking on the screen. So, yeah. I guess that is a little weird because, like, in an event, you know which are the two adventurers because you can just look up in the chat log and see who. But yeah, like the way you can tell which two adventurers got better at swimming is that right after that happens, if you look on screen, you'll see it'll say like two of the adventurers. Like they might not appear immediately, but if you look on screen, it'll say who. So yeah, right. Okay, so so now at this point, so no, not like some people. No, like not some people get experience. Everyone in the channel, just for going on the adventure, gets some experience. You don't have to participate in events to get experience. You can get some experience just by going on the adventure. This is what the new system represents. This is not a new aspect of the game. All I did was I took the passive experience bonus and I rewrapped it into like a new presentation. So this is the new presentation, and the way it works is that everyone, like, even though only 2 adventurers just got better at swimming, everyone right now is accruing, it's called passive points or something like that. Passive points are not experience points, but when a passive event happens, so you got better at swimming, like stuff like that will happen at regular intervals, and when they happen, it looks to see who is eligible for the event, who has enough passive points for the event, and again, it doesn't pick literally everyone. It picks some number of people, and those people get the experience points. So, like, so the gist is that like everyone's gaining passive experience at the same rate. It's just not delivered on the same schedule, if that makes sense. So like only 2 adventurers got better at swimming, but don't worry, if you didn't just get better at swimming, you're more likely. So like those 2 adventurers are less likely now to be participants in the next passive action or whatever you want to call it, growth opportunity. I don't know. So I don't know if that's clear. 0 levels, Andy James Adams. 0 levels. All right. Did I? Oh, I haven't actually drawn the glove in. Last step. Hey, it's event time. Yeah, the passive experience thing is also completely separate from events. It participation in events doesn't diminish or increase your chances of participating in a passive or getting a passive experience bonus, and which yeah, it doesn't diminish your chances either. So that's fine. This is a very subtle change, so I don't have to go crazy making it look perfect or anything. What's the next change? All right, something that's not hands related is the blue cap, which I think is done already. So backpack. All right. Oh yeah. Oh, and this is the back. This is the first back item. So, oh, I haven't done the other legs yet, have I? Nope. I sure haven't. All right, hold on. Oh gosh, how am I gonna do this? I want to have the other legs on screen while I draw the new legs. So let's look at legs 2 and legs 0. And then also let's look at the chest, or excuse me, chest 2. Yeah, these backs aren't actual real things yet. So, all right, I'm gonna take a screenshot of this, I guess. Yeah, that works. Print screen, or alt function print screen. Alt print screen only takes a screenshot of your currently selected window. Fun fact. Sorry, the same thing I'm doing on my other monitor yesterday, I'm doing again today. So if I look at my other monitor, it's just because I'm checking on the progress of that. At one point during the stream, I'll have to attend to it, but it should be easy enough. All right. Yeah. So wait, why'd this go to 103? Go to 100. Slightly pixely weird thing. Okay. So all right, now I'll show the other legs. Legs 3 and 1, and let's do these ones too. Yeah, wow, looking between like this version and the new version, like it's pretty obvious, like the difference. So oh no. Careful, guys. I think everything down to the knee is on the top layer, right? Everything, yeah, everything down to the knee is, wait, what color did I pick? I actually want to start with the darker of the two colors. Hey, we got a new follower. Alvaro AS. Or Alvaro AS. Sorry for mispronouncing your name, but thank you for joining. I appreciate your viewership and your support. Thank you. Whenever I'm talking to someone, my inclination is to look in this direction, because like this is where chat is located, and so like in my brain, like this is where everyone is. But I guess it would make more sense to look at the camera, wouldn't it? All right. So oh yeah, let's color pick the darker color, and then draw in. Again, like the legs like defy logic in a lot of ways. Like the way I want to draw the legs has very little to do. Wait, what? Oh, sorry, yeah, wrong leg. Where'd that blue line come from, and why is it so horribly inappropriate? Hold on. Hold on. Sorry, I must have just drawn on the wrong layer at some point. Where is that located? Teehee. What's that? No, that layer's not even visible. Chest layer? Oh, there we go. Alright, I must have drawn on the chest layer by accident. Alright, so. Whoops. Eraser tool. Alright. Sorry about that. Tough day. Tough day. Not only do I have two monitors, but it's actually a monitor on a different computer. And so the reason I don't move my camera is because it's built into my laptop, so I'd have to move my entire laptop. And yeah. I should just learn to look at the camera, I think is probably the easiest way. Did I have anything to do with the Star Wars Kinect game? I will say I was probably I was one of the first people to... No, that's not even true. No, the truth is I had nothing to do with it. But I was going to say I was one of the first people to... No, I wasn't going to say anything polite, so I just won't say anything at all. So I did work on Kinect games though, just not that one. Wait, oh shoot, I'm still drawing on the wrong layer. What layer am I trying to draw on? This layer. Alright, here we go. Alright, select it. Don't just... Okay. Alright, so yeah, like I was saying, this, what I'm about to draw will have very little to do with, how legs, like, should actually look, and more to do with, like, how I just kind of have to draw legs in order for them to look okay in this game. Because the whole, like, only having 2 frames of animation thing, I found out quickly when I tried this the first time around, is very difficult to sell convincing legs. Like to like make legs look like legs, and so I will say one thing about the Kinect Star Wars thing was, as someone who worked on Dance Central, I was so surprised when they when it, as it turns out, Star Wars had a dancing minigame in it. I will just say that I was very surprised by that. That's all I'll say. Just very surprised. There's much surprise occurring when I found out about that. Surprise. I'll say it like that. It was surprising. Much surprise. Uh, all right, let's, I think, yeah, I think I had the pants pulled up a little bit higher, like, just, I don't know, close like that. This will be covered up by the hand, so it doesn't supremely matter, but I think it was something like that. And that is, of course, too far. I probably covered up too much of that. So how does this generally look? All right, it looks like about, this is probably roughly the correct shape to be going for. Although this leg, I think this leg is actually not supposed to be as low. Whoops, undo. Eraser tool. Switch to eraser tool. Thank you. This leg is slightly lower than it should be. Yes. Yeah, I think that's true, Alvaro. I think you get the gist. Oh shoot, wait, I drew tons of stuff over here. But this leg is supposed to stop at the knee, because then we go to the other leg for the rest of the action. Right, this is only supposed to be that much. And then, alright, so let's switch over to legs 3. Going with the darker of the tones first. And then, that was a little too far. A little too, whoops, oh yeah, I forgot that's on the same layer, huh? A little too much, a little too far there. And then like that, maybe? That might be okay. Actually, wait, no, it doesn't go high enough on the heel. Whoops, now it goes too high on the heel. Whoops, now it goes too low on the heel. There you go. That should be about right. Yes. It certainly is, Pugai. Sorry for mispronouncing your name. Pugui? 28? I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I apologize for mispronouncing it. So, oh yeah, the shoe color too. So I'll use do the darker tone first. Once more. And, oh yeah, these used to be on separate layers, but it's easy enough to draw, so I think I should be okay. I should get by. I should survive this. I'll get through this. I think I made the feet slightly smaller in the new version compared to the old version. I mean, I could basically just use the same foot again. I could just use this foot again. It's just a foot in the background is all it is. Oh, the difference, I guess, is that this foot Alright. Oh, chat. Endlessly entertaining. That is how I would describe Twitch chat. Occasionally some other things as well, but endlessly entertaining. Alright, that's probably fine. Arrgh. I have to just make the brush width very, very tiny and just, like, do something here. There's just slightly too much cruft in that little spot right there. Wait, that was probably too much. That's fine, I guess. Oh, no, you know what's bothering me is, this, I think the pant leg goes slightly too low. Slightly. Yeah, I think that's better. Not that it makes any difference, really. No difference whatsoever. But this is way better. World's better. Alright, so now this foot, I guess, we'll do similar things. Wrong layer. It'll do similar things, but on the correct layer. It's true. I worked at both AAA and indie. So yes. Yes, I did, Alvaro. Crazy idea, huh? Working at both AAA and indie. Who's ever heard of such a thing? Uh, I just feel sometimes it just feels like society has these hang-ups, and it's like society is like, no, you have to like AAA or you have to like indie. It's like, what if I don't want to? What if I don't want to ignore either? What if I like both AAA and indie? What about that, society? What are you gonna do? Your move, society. All right, so this foot is I think the old one was a little bit misshapen. I'm not gonna know. I'm not sure. Necrodrake, hey, or Necrodraco. Hey, how's it going? Thank you guys. Yeah. You came to the right place, Necrodraco. uh, um, what was I gonna do? I was gonna do something here, but now I don't really remember what. So maybe I'll just pretend this is good. Is it good? This is what it looks like over here, and then like that. Wait, no, it's not quite right. It's a little too low. And yeah, I think that just the soul in general needs more soul. I'm not feeling it yet. It needs a little more soul. But also I don't want to go below this line. Oh, so I think that's what happened last time too. I kept shaping it to get it how I wanted it, and then I was like, oh, but I can't go below this line, and so it ended up a little bit weird and misshapen. Is that okay though? No, I should do something about that. Excuse me, dropper tool. Dropper tool. I'm hitting the hotkey for dropper tool, dropper tool. Thank you. Cripes. That's probably fine. No, it's too short. Slightly too short. Whoops, that's too long. Alright. That's probably good. That's probably just fine. No. Not yet. Not just yet. Hold on. What is it? What is... No, that's fine. Oh, no, I know what's wrong. It just needs to be slightly more soul. Yes, there we go. Perfect. Ship it. Well, actually, just slightly less soul. Anyone out there who's like, Ben, this does not matter. You're probably right. You're probably right. Probably right. That said, there we go. Okay. Yeah, I don't tend to do audio. Only because I suck at it. So you're probably wondering now, then why does he do art? Why does he do anything? Oh yeah, right now I do. Yeah, I do basically everything. I don't do much audio work, in part because in part because I'm just not talented with like in any capacity in audio. Talented is not the right way to describe it. Like if I tried to, like I wouldn't be happy with my audio. Let's put it that way. My audio is so bad. Like, hey, congratulations to whoever just leveled up. Sorry, I saw it out of the corner of my eye. Oh, you can check the log. Congratulations to Capsilent. Hey, yeah, like I can make art that like eventually, like it took me like a while to like poke at that shoe, and eventually I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'm happy enough with it. But if I was trying to work on something audio related, I'd poke and I'd poke and I'd poke, and I would never be happy with it. I would always just be like completely displeased and dissatisfied. And sorry, I just noticed one other small thing. Super small, easy to fix. The seam just doesn't line up quite right here. Whoops. What are you doing? Oh, whoa, that's on the upper layer. Yikes. That was a little too much. And actually, yeah, so now let me just hide. Yeah, that's fine. All right, that's good. Okay. Fine. Fine enough. No, it's still. Sorry. Wait, I think I did that to myself. Yeah, I totally did that to myself. Wait. Uh, uh, I mean, I did all of this to myself, but that part in particular was totally my fault. Like, I was literally acting against myself. I was like, hey, I want to do this thing. And then I accidentally did the exact opposite thing. All right, that's fine. Pugai, where do I live? You want to comb my mustache? I live in New England in the United States. It's like the northeastern region of the United States if you're unfamiliar with the geography. And I don't know if my mustache is really long enough to comb though. Um, so what question is Lauren answering? Because that was actually the question I was looking for. Alvaro. Yeah, it was nice to see you. But you probably left already. Uh, oh. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Morgan Kelly. Sorry, I overlooked your question at first. But, yeah, so like Lauren was saying, okay, there are a lot of places to start. So there's this handy resource that that someone showed me. I think, well, it's relatively new. Like, someone made this a couple months ago, I think, and I just find it really helpful. So, this the reason I go to this is not specifically an answer to your question about where do you start coding, but Sorting Hat or sorting h.at is about, like, if you want to start making, I assume because when you said you wanted to learn you want to start coding, I assumed you meant like for making a game purposes. Like I mean, why else would you ever want to code? I mean, technically you said coding, but I'm assuming you meant coding. And yeah, that would be that'll give you a strong idea of what like what type of tools you'll need for your end goal, and then once you have that, then you'll have a much clearer idea of what you need to learn in order to make those tools work, and then from there, I'd strongly recommend checking out, like, there are great just like online tutorials you can find, like, for basically anything that you would be working in, like online tutorials where you'll just go through it step by step, and I strongly recommend that because that's the way I learn personally. And so, I mean, so it could be different for other people, but I learn by actually, like, going in and, like, trying it and seeing how it feels and, like, actually, like, going through the, so does that look, the shading is a little light here, but the shading was a little light before. I'll keep it like this for now, and I might have to come back and amp up the shading a little bit. We'll see. Alright, so I can close that for now, and then I'll do the backpack. Let's open equipment, not hands, backpack. Let's open both of these. And then, oh yeah, the backpack is basically like why I am doing the, yeah, those are both really good. Both of those, the things Lauren said, Code Academy and Khan Academy. Just academies in general, I guess, are pretty good, huh? No, just those two. All right, paste this here. This is a backpack, you guys. It's totally a backpack. Where does it go? 5936. Sorry, I'm just gonna shrink this down a little bit so that I can fit more conveniently in a place where I can see it even when I'm in the paint program. All right, so 5936. 5936. All right, there we go. I guess we can bring back the other hands. Alright, so it's pretty straightforward. I just, yeah. I mean, this is like the, oops, what layer, man? The wrong layer. Not switch layer. Oh, yeah, and the reason this, oh, yeah. Alright. I'll want to I'll want to resize this one regardless, because this actually was the wrong size to begin with. But alright, so first let's take this color here, just draw in our general shape once more. Because this backpack actually used to be bigger, and then I shrunk it down because I was introducing a bigger backpack, and I wanted a more noticeable size difference between the two. And so that's why it doesn't actually take up all the space in the frame that it, well, actually, hold on, let me, before I forget, I'm going to go around the outside just to clean up the edges. Excuse me. Alright, and then, I know I still have that selection boundary. Alright, let's put this back in context. Oh shoot, where does this go? Goes, oh, back 2 goes way down here. Goes like underneath the chest, right? Above the legs? Above legs 2. Yeah, above, it has to go above legs 2. Because like if it's a cape, ooh. Yes, in fact you can see what the game looks like right now. See? See what the game looks like right now? This is literally what I'm working on. Any other questions? The tones on this backpack are like really sharp. Like it's really, like the light tone and the dark tone are like really abrupt. I feel like that's weird a little bit. Maybe I'll just, I think the way I had it before, there was just like less of the there's just less of the dark tone. What's the, hey, you look sharp today. One adventurer. Oh shoot, did it, huh, maybe I should space out the yeah, because it said you look sharp today, and then it like immediately went into an event, so like it probably didn't give enough time to show like who gained experience from that. Huh. Yeah. You can just assume that it's you. I mean, the other thing I could do is just like, not say the number of adventurers. Trusty Bard could just say you look sharp today, and that could be the cue that, I don't know. I mean, it might just be a matter of like, it might be that I can like just rewrite those, because like I just like wrote out like whatever random things, but it could just be that I could like just change like the pool, and maybe like, you know, if I shape like what those are thematically, it'll make more sense. What is the point of the game? What is the point of any game? The point of any game is to have fun, and this being a game shares in that point. So. No, but more to the point, this is a light adventure game that is made to be run on stream, as it is being run now. So, yeah, like right now we're in the middle of an event, right? So, okay, yeah. So, admittedly, this event is a bit obtuse as to like what are you supposed to do, but like, yeah, I mean, really, the overriding goal of the game has always been to have fun. So. Gosh, how did this used to be shaped? I don't even remember. I can't imagine. Whoops. I can't imagine that this was actually something that I. No, I can't imagine this was actually ever something that I was like pleased with in terms of like how it came out. But I guess so. Yeah, maybe if I put in the chest strap, that'll really sell it. So all right, let's go to the chest layer. No, not chest layer 0, back layer 0. And this also goes at 59.36, which is 59.36. Yes. Yeah, maybe this will maybe this will be what brings it all together. So the dropper tool. How come you sometimes? Oh, there we go. Okay. I swear, sometimes it just does not change to the tool that I asked it to change to. So actually, if I'm doing it like this, I should probably. Oh, that's why it was shaped like that. I was like, why is the shading cut off right here? But yeah, it's because that's supposed to be like the strap. Yes, cool. And I guess actually, I could put some of the shading on the strap. I guess I didn't have any previously, but like that part could be shaded. I guess. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't need to be. I should make it so that when people ask me what the point of this game is, I should or like how to play this game, I should just say the point of the game is to I should say the point of the game is to beat Lauren. Lauren is the boss of the game. The point of the game is to to somehow surpass him. Lemmy, hey, how's it going? Yay, clowns! Alright, so this is the new backpack, I guess. And yeah, I'm not gonna bother with the old files because I already know that I want to skip it. So let's hide some of these things to show. Whoa! I drew that on the wrong layer. Derps. I've been doing that. I sure have been doing that. Whoops, still not working. What is your problem? What is your problem? Hotkeys. Alright. Wait, so hold on, let's show things again for a second. Alright, so drawing on this layer. Drawing on the correct layer now. So bring this down just slightly. But not that far. Alright, there we go. There we go. Alright, so hide the head and the chest and the hands and the legs. Alright. And we can get rid of some of this cruft. Because all the stuff that still looks awful is all stuff that we never even saw because it was like hidden by... It was, you know, this is all behind the character, so like we can just like get rid of that entirely. That is also a fun game. Is guess the point of the game. Is the point of the game. Once you defeat Lauren, then yeah, so it's this game features asymmetrical gameplay where for most players the point of the game is to defeat Lauren, whereas for Lauren the point of the game is to figure out what the actual point of the game is. So there's like there's this dynamic element to it where it's like part competition, part existential crisis. Where you get to shape the course of the game. I should ban myself. I'm gonna ban myself. Binry because what a jerk. Ban myself. Did I get banned? Hold on, let me look at the game. Where am I? Yeah, look at me. I'm a troll. I'm a troll. I'm literally a troll. I'm literally a troll. Alright. Unban Binry. Because all is forgiven. Unban. Alright, I'm not a troll anymore. Alright. So copy. Oh, you know what I should do is that jerk Vinry, super banned. Welcome back, Vinry, to the realm of light and justice. Yay. Yes, what just occurred to me is I want to look at the log to see who was getting bonuses when like who does look sharp today and who got better at swimming. Just to make sure that that is actually working correctly, I guess. Huh. Didn't it? Oh no, it happened. Yeah, this is the end of the event. But when did it happen? It was like it was right before we started getting into what the point of the game is. So that would be huh. Wait, what? Where was it? Huh. Oh, was that not one of them? Was swimming not one of them? Sorry, that's the one. That's the one I always think of for whatever reason. Oh, okay. Huh. Where was the Oh. Oh, here we go. Hey, if anyone guessed that Psyrel was looking good today, or looking sharp today, that was the secret answer there. Let me, and then, so yes, so yeah, what is it? It's, oh, growth is how I tagged it. And so then there should have been another event where two people got growthed. Two people grew as people. Let me just look up. What was the first one? Because that was, like, the, you look sharp today was the second that we saw, right? What was the other one? This would probably be easier if I just copy and pasted it into like a text file so it didn't keep resetting. Okay, so oh hey, I did. So it was Tristan and I were whatever the first event was. What was it again? I don't even remember. Yeah, you got better at swimming. Yeah. Hey, I'm better at swimming. Yay. All right, cool. Okay. So hey, G-Time Frank, welcome. How's it going? Yeah. I mean, I don't mean to brag, but I am a pretty good swimmer, so kind of makes sense. I'll swim on stream sometime, and then nope. Okay. Copy all of this, file, new, brand new backpack. Isn't that a great feeling when you get a brand new backpack? Everyone loves that feeling. But then sometimes it's like an old junky backpack, like this junk here. Still cool. Slightly less cool, but whatever. Alright, so new backpack. And then let's copy from this layer, same dimensions, file, new. So 19 and 23 are two of the new dimensions. What are all of the new dimensions for the backpack? No, don't be big over here. Be small over here. Oh, is it open already? It's probably open already. Whoops, I didn't mean to open that. Yeah, I hope I'm saving this data correctly. I mean, I guess we'll find out if thank you, Sarah. I hope I'm saving these things. If I'm not, then things will just look weird in the game, I guess. And hopefully it'll be noticeable. But this is a, oh, look, 60/40. How clean and round. 60/40 and with dimensions 1923. 1923. Alright, new backpack. Done. Now what? What's up next? Boots. Boots. So, oh cool, fun legs. Leg fun, cool time. Hooray. Now, okay, so first thing I should export the old legs. So I'm going to hide the backpack temporarily. I'm going to hide the hands and the backpack piece. And so the legs have to all use the same dimension, so I have to make the crazy multi-legged creature for a moment, because like when I take the dimensions of this, it has to be like the complete dimensions of all legs all together. I think actually the one of the animation frames with the wider, slightly wider stride, is actually the maximum dimensions, but whatever. Doesn't hurt to look at both of them. So we're completely bounding all of those. So alright, so let's start with like 0. And I'm pretty sure I changed the dimensions of this, so I'm just gonna start clean. So file, new, okay, paste, file, save as. These are legs, right? These are the original legs. Alright, and so then legs 1, copy, file, new, save as legs 1, okay, file, or no, legs 2, copy, if you guessed file new, you guessed correctly, paste that in, save as legs 2, bong. And last but not least, actually possibly least, this is actually the smallest leg layer. Okay, whoops, I did not mean to change the selection boundary. Undo. Alright, copy, file, new, last and least, this tiny nub of a leg. File, save as leg 3. Yes. Yes, sir. Good. Alright, so the legs are done, so now we can do the new legs. Where we can, like before, I'm probably basically just going to redraw the boots, because these were pretty small changes. Once we get to, like, bigger things, like the leather armor and stuff like that, I'll probably, like, adapt the files that we already have, but for these ones that are very, like, for, like, the original sets of gear... Oh, did I not save this one? Wait, cancel... I didn't save this, I guess. Save it as equipment backpack this thing. Wow, yeah, I definitely didn't. Whoops. Close one. Whoever invented the "Are you sure you want to close this file? You haven't saved changes" prompt, that was a genius. Imagine how much work was lost before that guy or gal was like, you know what we should do? You know what computers should do? Alright, so let's go back to one pair of legs for a moment, and then let's look at the new legs. Legs with boots. Because yeah, it's a really subtle change, right? It just like puts the slightest little cuff on the boot, I think is what it does. Oh no, it turns them gray as well. Interesting. But yeah, it turns them gray and it puts like the slightest little cuff on them. So I'm pretty sure the way I did this last time was I literally just selected it, desaturated it, and then drew a little cuff on. So I don't even have to be very careful with oh, want to see a crash in paint.net is if you use the lasso tool. Actually, maybe it won't crash this time. Maybe it'll prove me a liar. If you use the lasso tool, and then you open the adjustments hue saturation. Hey, it worked this time. Alright, well, usually that crashes. Or it used to, at least. Alright, well, anyways. Well, if it's gonna work, that's fine, too. Oh, no, this is it. It's because I used the subtracty lasso tool. Yeah, I'm gonna use the subtracty lasso tool. And actually use it. I said use it, please. Why are you not actually subtracting things? I said subtract things. What is your problem? And now it's gonna crash? No, it didn't crash that time. Wow. Alright, cool, I fixed it. Fixed it, you guys. Hey, event time. I think I downloaded a new version of paint.net since I got that crash last time, so maybe they actually fixed it. Or maybe it's that thing where, like, when you try and show someone something, it just obviously doesn't work because that's how the world works. Is like, right? As soon as you, like, something will annoy you, but as soon as you try and show it to someone else, everything will just be magically fixed. And all right, so that's probably fine, right? Yeah, it's a subtle change. It's a subtle change. Adjustments, hue saturation, 0 saturation. Oh, oops, wrong layer. I was like, why did that look like nothing changed? And that was because nothing changed. That is a good plan, Cyril. Deselect. Yeah, no, that's fine. I missed a little bit of, like, the warmer tone along the edge, but it's not gonna make a huge difference. Alright, so, yeah, what did these boots look like? They just had, like, a very slight cuff to them. Very slight cuff is all. Barely anything changes. Just, oh, except I will, for the cuff, I'll use the lighter tone on the back foot, which we did not have previously. So, kind of like this, except less bad and wrong. So a little more like that, except still less bad and wrong. Ideally less bad and wrong than that. Maybe like that. Yeah. I don't know. That's fine. Okay. Alright, so, yeah, once again. Oops, wrong layer. Leg 0 layer. Micro Awesome. Your message. Oh. Do you mean, like, message in chat? Because if it's chat, I'm scrolling up to read it now. But if you send me a message on Twitch, I check my Twitch messages, like, once a month. So... I replied to all my messages the last time I checked them, but I might not reply to yours until next month. Or I mean, like, you know, I'll reply to it as soon as I get it, but I probably won't remember to check it for. Oh, in chat, I see you said distract sneak, and then that's literally the only thing I've seen from you though. Yeah, I don't know if chat aided or something, but yeah, no, I just don't see anything else. So I guess no, I didn't get your message. I guess this was easier to tell when I had chat on screen, but I don't know, I kind of like the current setup, so I might just deal with it. Just get by. Wait, how did I do this foot before? Oh, I just didn't even shade it. Oh, because it's the legs. And the legs are like with the legs, it's like, you don't tell the legs how to look. The legs tell you how to look. And it, huh. I guess it was just basically just like that. Really, though? No, I think I must have, like, well, I don't care how I did it before, because right now I'm going to just put in, like, a slightly darker tone. Just like the slightest bit of shading. Actually, not even that much. I'm going to put in that much, and then I'm going to immediately, well, for one thing, I'm going to erase the part where it goes too low. And then I'm going to immediately just draw over some of it. But just enough so that there's like a hint of it there. I guess. Better than nothing. Although, I should probably also continue that to the heel. Whoa. All of a sudden, the shape of the foot is looking weird. So I'm just gonna not even bother with that. I'm just gonna do what I did before. Because apparently, this was fine last time, so I'm gonna call it fine again. Oh, here we go. It's not even the hashes. Oh, actually, wait, is it? No, it wouldn't be the hashes. I can see hashes. Can I? I think I can see hashes. Hold on. Let me double check. Yeah, okay, good. Hey, you got a graphics tablet! Hey, awesome! That is so cool. A fire blob type thing? That sounds like a dangerous adventure. For a fire blob type thing, find water. The blob better be careful when they find it. When they find water. No, that sounds really cool though. I hope you'll keep us updated as to the progress, so that way yeah, we can stay apprised and I don't know. I just want to hear more about it. So that's really cool. So you stopped by to get some you stopped by to get some pro art tips on how to how to draw some great character art. Excuse me. All right, those legs are fine. I'm gonna do the other ones now. All right, so once again, let's lasso our boots. I'm gonna save just in case I accidentally find the lasso saturation bug again. I should save frequently here. I don't really have to be careful with this lasso. I just have to be not bad with this lasso. Like for example, right here, I was super bad with this lasso. So as long as I'm not that, then I'll be fine. Because like it doesn't matter if I hit the cuff a little bit because actually yeah, no, the only place I have to be careful is on this back foot where like the cuff doesn't cover it. But like all this part right here, the cuff is going to cover. So if I accidentally desaturate the hem of the pant, that's like super fine. Whoa, wrong layer. Legs 1 actually. Hey, Mr. Max Meyer, how's it going? Hue saturation. Okay. Deselect. Oh yeah, this is the part where I just said this is the part where I have to be careful. Actually, maybe it would have been better the other way. Yeah, no, I will do. I'll desaturate slightly too much because the shaded tone on the pant leg is actually supremely desaturated. So I think if I catch a snip of that, that's actually not a bad thing necessarily. Just have to do it on the right layer. Excuse me. Actually, that came out worse than I expected. So wait, no, never mind. Change my mind. It is whoops, wrong tool. I meant to use the subtracty tool, not the addy tool. Almost there. One more pixel. There we go. Alright, adjust hue saturation. Alright, and now, once again, just drawing in a light cuffing. What did the cuff look like here? Yeah, again, the cuff just no shading. Just no shading on the boots. The boots are free of shading. They are immune to your pathetic attempts at the effects of light and the absence of light. I have too small of a brush. Yeah, I think basically just like that. Is that what the other one kind of looked like? Oh, the other one was actually smaller. And has a stupid dot that I drew on the wrong layer. So wait, the boot isn't as pronounced. Actually, I kind of like it a little more pronounced, so I'll just pronounce it a bit more here. just slightly. Yeah, that's fine. And so then, hold on, let me just, this jerk right here. Actually, I need the lasso tool again. Cut that, new layer, paste that, slide down to legs 2, and smoosh it onto legs 2. That's how it was supposed to look, I think. I don't know, man. It's a question for the ages, Micro Awesome. Oh yeah, if you I don't know if you're looking at software options, but there's this one called Krita that I've been meaning to check out. I don't know if it I don't know if you yeah, maybe you have like something that works fine for you, but I don't know. I'm like never at a part where sorry, I'm just gonna switch to Facecam for a second. Like I'm never at a point where I'm like ready to switch over to a new art program, but I don't know. It just because you just mentioned it, I was like, hey, maybe you would find that interesting. But oh, sorry. I try not to get distracted on stream, but I just had to check my email because I was expecting an important email, and yeah. So I oh yeah, right. So um what was I talking about? I was like drawing boots and stuff. Yeah, I do mean to try Krita at some point in the future. I shouldn't check my email. Even when it's an important email, I should not check my important email on stream because, of course, like I just my brain goes off in a random direction. Hold on, let me just gonna pull up OBS for a second. Yeah, I gotta change it so that like the passive thing stops happening right before the event, because that makes it really hard to tell who got the passive bonus. How would I do that? I would just like right now they're just on completely different timers, and so like they could happen like, you know, it's like basically pretty arbitrary like when one or the other will happen. So I could just excuse me, sorry. Yeah, what should I do? I guess I could just like pre-calculate it, like if the like for example if the event would fall. Let's switch back to, I'm on screen cam, right? I'm not on face cam anymore, right? Okay, yeah. Just so if the passive event would fall right before the start of an event, I could make it like always happen shortly after an event. No. Oh, yeah. No, this is simple actually, because for one thing, I don't want these to happen while in GM mode, I don't think. Actually, I don't know what to do about this in GM mode. I haven't actually figured that point out yet. I actually haven't figured that part out yet. So let me think about that. I guess for starters, I'll just disable it for GM mode. You're a trendsetter, Zero Maverick. Careful with those relics. You wouldn't want to scuff them up or anything. um, so, right. Oh yeah. So in GM mode, we're just gonna not have the. You'll still accrue passive points in GM mode. You just won't. They just won't actually get converted immediately. And I think so. I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it so that the GM can do those. Can like the GM can basically initiate them on command, I guess. That's the idea, anyways. I mean, there's no harm in just disabling the conversion in GM mode. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. I have to do two things. I'm gonna write these down just so I remember to do both of them. All right. So it's like fix timing of the passive whatever, or the I keep calling them growth something growth opportunities, or like. So anyways, I have to fix the timing of those. And then the other thing is the GM doesn't actually gain experience right now, which I need to change. So GM gets experience. Because you deserve experience for being Game Master. And, yeah. Yes. Oh, yeah. That is true. What Mike Rossum says. Badge is kind of like a bagel. It's just metallic and there's no hole in the middle. Okay, I'll give the GM experience first because that one's actually pretty easy, or at least it should be. I'm pretty sure the GM is just going to get nice every time, basically. Like, however many points nice is worth, that's how many points the GM will get. Because that's, like, I think that's actually slightly above average. Excuse me. That might be about average. Nice, I think the idea is that, like, you get nice as about, like, average. So, I mean, we can also see how it plays, and if the GM is severely underleveled, then we can fix that up at some point, somehow, some way, somehow. So where do we assign these points? It is even further down than this, right? No, it's right around here. Yeah, here it is. All right, so we go through the for P and P key. We calculate their points and all that good fun stuff, and then we do the influence stuff. So I can put it anywhere in here, really, because this is like, yeah, I'll just put it right here. It'll be right after everyone else gets their fun points. Whoops, did not mean to delete that. So then if GM active, then add experience to GM name values index 1 is the index for nice. And I think that's all we need to do. Oh, and we might as well give like we might as well let the GM see that they're gaining experience as well. Or should we not? Yeah, the GM will gain experience, but it won't get shown. Like, it won't get flashed on screen. Yeah. So is that right? I keep thinking there might be like, it was so long ago that I set up the way the experience points are displayed, like add experience just straight up adds experience, right? Which is like literally adds experience, right? So what is it? What is it that actually shows up? I think the thing that shows up like on like the number that shows the number that shows up when your character walks across the screen. I think that's not it's not literally the experience points, because experience points are actually influence points and effective experience points are actual experience points, but I think it's also not even effective experience points, because in case that value changes, it's not supposed to change immediately, like while whoa. Ah. What? Sometimes when the script can't connect to chat, it crashes. And it looks like it hasn't crashed yet, has it? I mean, sometimes it like literally closes and it crashes. So it's still running, but I think it's like, I don't know, maybe it'll still work. But like usually when we see this, it's because, wait, what? A connection attempt failed because the connected party did not properly respond after a period of time. That makes no sense. We've been responding frequently. In fact, the only reason this would be happening at all is if we got the ping from our host. Hold on, let's check that out real quick. Yeah, like right before the whole ping pong thing, we get like the socket send thing, and this only happens if we get ping from the host. So how on earth did something time out? It must just be chat being silly. Well, I'm making these changes anyways, so I'm just gonna bring the script down for a minute or two and make the changes, and then we'll fire it back up. Okay, so right, let's have I'm not gonna touch this. I'm pretty sure this is fine. I don't know what that error was about. Oh yeah, I was gonna check what value actually blits when it shows the experience points. Hey, Connor Entz, how's it going? Welcome. Oh, you know what? No, I think yeah, no, I think this should be fine. I think this should be fine. Yeah, right. I think the way the name tags handle the experience points displayed, it'll probably just because there's not a situation where it would show your experience before it shows how much experience you gained. So I think like the only reason there is another value that shows when it's showing like, so when the game says like you gained experience, it'll say like +3 experience equals, and then it'll show your total experience. Oh, and it'll show your total experience, right? It doesn't it doesn't even show your total less the gain. So all right, that should be fine. And then what else? Is there a situation where, yeah, now that I think about it, Microawesome, try Krita. Maybe, I don't know, but I haven't used GIMP in a long time, because the last time I tried to use it, it was not how I remembered it. Okay, so it just occurred to me, because because like these passive like growth opportunities or whatever, I really need to come up with a term for them, but like those things can happen at basically any time. I think sometimes it might be the case that a character's like experience points are on screen and being shown, and if they gain that passive bonus, then the number will just change immediately, which I don't think I like per se. So maybe I should do something with the name tag if I'm not doing it already. Let's find out what I'm doing with the name tag. It might be that I did already anticipate this. Like I might have needed I don't think I need that feature before yesterday, but I might have needed it a long time before yesterday. Like 2 days ago, I don't think I needed that feature, but like a long, long time ago, I don't know if I would have. So let's see. Okay, so maybe GIMP's fine. Good for you. Good job. I had a bad experience with it once, but maybe that was a fluke. Okay, so yeah, no, this is too low. It happens higher up. It happens here. Okay, so effective experience. Yeah, we're just straight up blitting the effective experience. So this is simple enough though. We can just what? When we're effective experience. So what we need is effective experience A. Just like how we have gain A. So all right. So adventurers will now have. Where's the definition of our adventurer? Here we go. So we have gain A and all that good stuff. We have experience. We have experience A. Do we even use experience A anymore? Oh, yes we do. Wait, what would we use that for? Oh, we set it and then we just never use it. Oh. So yeah, this is basically what we need to do. Oh. So we can actually just use experience A. We're not using experience A. We're set up to use experience A, but we're just not using experience A. And I guess, like I said, 2 days ago we didn't need this, but because of the change I made yesterday, we now need it again. So, and that's not even strictly true. 4 days ago we didn't need it, but then several days ago. Okay. So yeah, experience A. Because like, yeah, so when, oh, that only happens if name tag equals 2 though. So let's not do that. Let's just always do this. Oops. XPA equals EXP, and then we'll blit this instead of blitting the raw experience value. And where does that happen? It happens oh, up here. Wait, really? Sure. Why not? Oh. Wait, this is when we're clearing it? No. Okay, wait, I can just get rid of this. I think. Wait, what am I doing? I know what I'm trying to do. This is so sorry. This section here is when we're is not when we're entering a new character into the parade. This is when they're leaving the parade. And we just realized that experience A actually doesn't get used anywhere. So I think I could just get rid of this entirely. Experience A equals effective experience? Nah. Delete that. Alright, gain. We do use gain though, right? That gain like actually gets used places. Alright, so let's go to the places where oh yeah, where we use gain A. For blitting purposes. Yeah, okay, so now So now instead of showing the experience, effective experience, we're going to show expa, which we're not setting yet. So we need to set this. And we don't need to set it where we had been setting it. We need to set it when we start showing the name tag. Right? When we start showing the name tag. No, maybe this does get set when it starts showing the name tag. No, I think maybe we should lock this in. Whew. Hold on. I forget. So like the way this works is that like the players can march across the screen, and their name tags can show up. They get queued to march across the screen for various reasons. And depending on why they were queued to march across the screen, sometimes they get flagged to have their name tag show up, not just as showing like their experience points, but to show like plus, how much experience they gained. So I guess I have to go back and check where we get flagged. Huh. I feel like a lot of that setup work happens when the player enters the procession. Which is my good side, Connor. So, yeah, when a player gets tagged to march across the screen, that's when we do some of the setup work. I feel like with name tags and stuff. Oh, and leveling up. Well, that's not directly related to what I'm working on now, but name tag 2. Okay, no. Yeah. So some of the setup work happens up front, but then the rest of it has to happen when the name tag actually starts showing up. I feel like that has to be the case. Like when it's like because someone like if depending on which name tags are showing up when, like the player's name like it might not show up immediately. It might they might like make it halfway across the screen before it shows up. So where do we handle that particular situation? So if event on, yeah, here we go. Name tag is greater than 0. Okay, good. Yeah, so we do check it. We check it at any time. So we can set. So this is also where we have to set expa. Oh, wait, if clear. Oh no, this was the right place. Oh, sorry, I'm a silly person. This is in fact the right place. I mistook this for another section. Womp womp. So regardless of all that other stuff, if clear, then player dictionary li expa equals expa equals their effective experience. EXP, I think is how, I think that's what we call it. I think so. Whoops. Alright, well, yeah, whatever. Alright, save that. Now I'll rerun the script. And I do want to make that change. Alright, so the GM gets experience now, but I do want to fix the timing of those, whatever you want to call them. And how will I do that? For that I can yeah, so first thing I only go I know I said it, I don't remember if I actually made it so that these don't occur in. Alright, yeah, so they naturally don't occur when event is on, but let's also say not GM active. And not GM active. So Uh, excuse me. I just like, I mean, the easy way to do this is just when this occurs, we just push back the time of the next event. But I don't want to do that because that seems too like, just a bit of it just feels like a bit of an interference. And I don't want these to be interfering. I'd prefer them to just happen at convenient times. So I guess what I could like there's a point at which I set the the time of the next event, and when I do that, I could just check what will be the time of the next of these, and then change it as needed. Although the time of the next event is not purely like deterministic because hey, Mr. David, how's it going? Yeah, there was a smiley bird here earlier. I forgot to check who it smiled at, but it totally smiled at someone. It happened. It happened. So I guess if we needed to know how a bird smiles, we could just ask that person. So the other thing I'm thinking is like maybe because like the timing of the event is not purely like an event. Excuse me. It's you can know when like the next automated event will occur, but you can't know when the GM will initiate a new event. So but then in GM mode, yeah, no. In GM mode, we don't actually have these. Oh, so that's the other thing. So like GM initiated growth. I actually don't know what I want to do there. So, because this is a little awkward, because it's hypothetical. Like, it could be the case that even if the GM introduces an opportunity for growth, it's hypothetically the case that no one is it's hypothetically the case that like no one actually gets the benefit of it. Like no one might be eligible. Yeah, it's entirely possible that no one is eligible for it if the GM were to initiate it. So I don't know how to handle that case. I think I do want it, like, I think it would be kind of nice for the GM to have this, though, because, like, the GM wouldn't be able to say, like, you know, you gain this much experience, but, like, it's just, for the same reason that I think I like that having this aspect of the game, in general. Excuse me. This is something that I think I would like the GM to be able to do as well. Basically, just have something good happen. I think it pairs kind of well with the dice rolling too, because now like the GM could like hypothetically like roll the die, and if you get a high roll, then hey, then there's a growth opportunity or something like that. But then like y'all have to do something graceful in the case that you know, there's an opportunity for growth, but then just no one's eligible for it. I guess Trusty Bard will be like, maybe, maybe in that case, like, Trusty Bard will just, I don't know, he'll have to say something to like indicate that, and ideally it would be like amusing and not annoying. So I'll figure that out. But okay, so I kind of just want to say, I kind of just want to push back the time of the next event, but I'm thinking I can basically like just keep track of how much that event was offset, and so it wouldn't actually change like the overall schedule of events overall. Like it wouldn't actually change the rate of events, because if I keep track of like let's say one of those things happen, and like the next event gets delayed by like 30 seconds. We can just keep track of the fact that that next event got delayed by 30 seconds and bring the next event, the event after it, up 30 seconds. So that way it's just like, you know, that it doesn't change the overall timing. It just shuffles it a little bit, maybe. But, I mean, I like the timing of the events as they are, so yeah, maybe I should just be more deliberate with how I schedule these these things together. Uh, so I'm being a little. I'm slightly cheating the way that I. Oh, oh yeah, yeah. I was gonna say I slightly cheat the way that